You get back in the car. The game just ended. Maybe it went well. Maybe it didn't. Your athlete is quiet, processing something. And you can feel the conversation forming in your head. What happened out there? What went wrong? How did you feel about that call? So when's the right time to start? In our last episode, we looked at what your athlete's silence signals and how misreading it creates interference. Today, we go one step further. What happens after the game is over and you want to process it with them? At this level, when games carry recruiting weight, starting spots, and real selection consequences, the timing of your feedback matters as much as the content. The framework is called the Decompression Window. In the 45 to 60 minutes following competition, your athlete's nervous system is still processing what just happened. Stress hormones, emotional activation, all still in transition. This is not the window where feedback gets integrated effectively. It's the window where the same information gets attached to emotional state, where the tone you set becomes part of how they remember the performance. The decompression window is a timing tool, not a silence rule. The conversation has value. The question is when it lands. Research by Joan Duda at the University of Birmingham found that parent-initiated performance evaluation immediately following competition increases anxiety and reduces motivation in young athletes, even when the parent's tone is supportive. Two things happen simultaneously when your athlete finishes a high-stakes performance. First, they're regulating their emotional response: relief, frustration, pride, or disappointment. Second, if you introduce outcome analysis in that window, their brain tries to process both at once. Those processes compete. What gets encoded, what actually sticks, is the emotional layer, not the analytical one. Two families, same car ride, same tough loss. Family 1. The parent begins the review on the drive home. Tone is calm. The athlete answers. But what's absorbed isn't the feedback. It's the feeling of being evaluated while still raw. Next high-stakes performance? That's what comes back. Family 2, almost nothing said. The athlete decompresses. 24 hours later, the exact same feedback lands completely differently. Here's what this won't do. It won't make the issue disappear. The feedback your athlete needs, the adjustment, the pattern you noticed, that's still worth having. Some performances genuinely need a structured conversation. What the decompression window removes is the immediate post-game impulse that competes with recovery. That 1 hour costs you very little. But in stage 4, where emotional patterns are solidifying, the timing of that conversation is forming a habit. Whether results close them down or get processed and released. Situation: the game just ended. Tough loss. You're in the car. They're quiet. What most parents say: "You look distracted out there. What was going through your head in the third quarter? You know when you go quiet like that, you lose your energy." Say instead, "I liked watching you compete today." Then, nothing. Why? You're not saying nothing because there's nothing to say. You're saying it because the window to be heard hasn't opened yet. The tool is called the post-game delay. It runs in 3 parts and compounds over 3 to 4 weeks, not one game. Here's step 1. The ride home rule. For the next 3 weeks, the car ride home is a conversation-free zone for performance analysis. Music or silence. You can connect as a parent. That's not the same as reviewing the game. Know what went wrong. No, you seemed distracted. The ride home is a decompression container, not a debrief. Step 2 in the worksheet is the observation log. You record what you noticed during the game, privately, before you say anything. Somewhere to put the analysis so it doesn't surface on the drive home. The full protocol, when to have the conversation, how to frame it, what language opens versus closes your athlete, is in the worksheet. Link below. Here's your challenge. For the next 3 weeks, apply the ride home rule after every competition, win or lose, strong performance or tough one, music or silence. You're not avoiding anything, you're choosing when. In week 1, it will feel incomplete. In week 3, your athlete will start decompressing faster because the car has become a safe zone instead of a review room. The games at this level carry real stakes. The feedback matters. What also matters, and what you can control, is when it arrives, and what state your athlete is in to receive it. Let the window open before you walk through it. You know something now that you didn't 5 minutes ago. That's the job.